no. Man, it looks like I'm back in this ominous, random dark room. You would think that if I went to sleep inside of a mansion that I would wake up in the bedroom that I was promised, but here I am. Eh? Oh, this is weird. Hold on. I have legs? I've never had legs before. This is different. It seems that my appearance has changed again. I don't know if for better or for worse. I just hope that my face looks alright. But, man, I really hate that I don't get to look the same as I'm supposed to. I'm kind of scared to step into the light. I hope I'm alright. I really hope so. Man, I wonder what kind of nightmare we're going to be dealing with today. Okay. Very much an innocent look. Okay. Interesting. Pretty cool. I made myself smaller. Oh, I can jump on the bed. Oh, okay. I don't mind it. It's nice having legs for once. At least visible legs. I will have to zoom in though, so that, I don't look too weird on screen. But that's an issue for another time. Alright, let's see. Let's get ready for the day.
So, you finally awoken.
Hello, ominous voice. What is the thing for today?
My, you're rather impatient. I would like to announce that a new room has opened up in the mansion.
A new room?
I did mention this yesterday. That every time that you finish a nightmare and bring the dream to completion, a new area of the mansion will be announced and revealed.
Oh, okay. I guess it's a reward, I guess. So far we only got the foyer and the bedroom. I wonder what would be next, huh?
Well, why don't you step over here and we shall go into the new room. That will be a clue as to the next game that you are about to complete.
I'm sorry, game?
I misspoke. I meant nightmare.
Okay. Well, let's go on. Oh, this is cute. A little piano room. Aw, very cute. Alright, so we have piano and then a creepy music box playing right now. That can only mean one thing. We're about to enter a dating sim, aren't we?
That's very true! How astute of you. You are about to enter the world of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Doki Doki Literature Club? That sounds so cute! How can that be a nightmare?
Don't worry. You shall see in due time. Now, your mission is to go inside of the game and help one of the girls. She's going through it really badly.
Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. Well, we know that I love girls, so I will do my best for her. Is this the school uniform that they wear?
In a way, yes.
Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna blend into this world. Alright.
Please make your way over to the new game room.
New game room?
You have 2 game rooms. In this game room, this new one, you will have the chat available to you.
Oh. Wasn't it there already?
Yes, but it just looks different, okay? Don't ask for too much from me, okay? I'm just an ominous voice. It's really hard to keep up with this, it's really hard.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna go over to the new room, and then hopefully you see the chat waiting for me there. Alright.
Good luck, Stella Rats. And may you complete this game. If not, you will have to continue on the next time.
Oh, I really hope I can finish it then. Alright. Whoa! Alright, let me zoom in better. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Metallic. Hello, Golden Bones. Hello. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone? I hope everyone is alright. Looks like we're going to be starting a new game. Also, we have a new little overlay, which is kind of very cute, if I do say so myself. Today we're going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. We're going to help one of these girls, apparently, because apparently she's going through it. And this happens to be her nightmare. So a dweller in this world has a nightmare of Doki Doki Literature Club? Interesting. I hope this isn't some sort of harem game. But I also hope that it is at the same time, just so that all the girls can fawn over me, you know? Alright, let's see. We'll start with new game. I hope it lets me. Oh. Because I know Eshezi was playing this years ago. Stella. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never seen yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, and starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Stella. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. Good morning, Patchwork. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Stella, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true! You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just by getting on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, No, what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says such nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Stella, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. New guy? Well, you can't pick your gender in this game. The main character canonically is a boy. But we all know I am a little girl. I am a little girl and I want to romance all of these beautiful women. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly. There's a mod for that? I didn't know. I've never played this game before, so. But I tend to not really mod games. I like playing them vanilla. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. So hello, monkey. Hi. And well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Stella.
Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika! Come sit down, Stella. We made room for you at the table, so you can come sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. I'm sorry. I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are all drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Oh goodness, this is our first time meeting. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Oh, maybe. But not for... You, dummy. Alright. So you have really good voices? Oh, thank you. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Question, what are your phobias? I have thalassophobia, fear of deep water. I don't have any fears. Fears are obsolete to me. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
Nah, you can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Stella, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of the teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then
really can't put it down.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you can look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ah, I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
I'll just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your bums. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
Well, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any experience writing too, Yuri? Maybe you can share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
I get you, homie type vibes. True. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Stella? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thoughts. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought...
Stella...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the eyes girls lit up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting. To the next meeting, so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Stella, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah! Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat and Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hi, Xavi. Hey, Stella. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Theyre and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, let's see. Ooh, I don't know what to go for. Natsuki's really cute. Sayori is a little too much. And Yuri is so small. Let's do Nibble. Journey. Anime. Lipstick. Disown. Silly. We have to pick 20 words? Holy. You got a ghost reading? What's a ghost reading? Daydream. Doki Doki. Whisper. Vanilla. Candy. Color. Kawaii. Charm. Vivacious. Treasure. Heart. Giggle. Peace. And the last one we shall pick is tragedy. I still need to get to know the girls before I pick which one I want. Hi again, Stella. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is hanging out already. Hold on, let me drink a little water. I will never drink water again. What was that? Thanks for keeping your promise, Stella. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys! Stella always gives her best as long as she's having fun. She helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Stella can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Huh?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's nothing really.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise.
The game's haunted. Why is the game haunted? Why is it haunted, monkey? It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Check the files? I'm not gonna check the files. Why would I do that? Also, I don't check files on games. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I have to keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Please no spoilers. I said this in the beginning of the stream, and so is my mod, but no spoilers for this game, please. I already know there's some freaky stuff in it, which is why I'm playing it for, you know, Stellaween. If there's no way I came into this thinking it was just a normal dating sim, let's be real here. Plus in the beginning it says like content warning, you know? So like I already know it's freaky. Please, no spoilers. Yuri, thank you. I definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Yeah, this game, as soon as you open it, has like a content warning and stuff. Like, everyone knows this is like a horror game. This is like common knowledge. For like people who, you know this. Now that everyone's settled in. Also, like, even if I didn't know it was it, I would rather like play something, you know, blind. It's why there's no backseating. Like, it's a rule. It's always been an established rule in like me and Ashezi's like little bio thing. Just no like backseating, no spoilers. Because you don't know if it's like my actual first time playing it, you know? but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have been having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Oh, scene change. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in its right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out if how the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on this one side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches out of my hand. She then turns to a big box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Aha! Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Stella. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover.
In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Ugh. I think one volume of manga can run between 10 to 13 USD, at least for me. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. That was a Sailor Moon call-out? I've never watched Sailor Moon, so I didn't catch it. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. 7 to 8 euros is pretty good. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. That's like what I kind of remember. I haven't bought manga in a while. The only times I've bought manga is if I wanted it as like a collectible. So like a series that I've already read that I really like and I really want it like just to display, then I'll buy it, but I haven't done that in a while. So like, you know.
So I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know. I don't buy manga to read them. Because I read all my manga, like, on my phone. If I read any. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really where it gets good. There are a lot of more touching moments.
Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
yeah.
Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? So cute! Oh my god, she's so cute! Oh my god! Wow! We read for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this is bothering you? Are you sure this isn't boring you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? She's so cute, she's so cute, she's so cute, she's so cute, she's so cute. That's not...
Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens!
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Oh. I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice is sprinkled with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, that makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back?
Don't you want to know
what happens?
Yeah, but... Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so you can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? Only got partway through the volume so far. Boy, you read so slow. I pick up a manga volume, done in 2 minutes. 2 minutes! What do you mean taking you a whole... halfway through? What the... What are you, illiterate? No wonder you didn't want to be part of the literature club. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book inside my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. You can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sat. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Well, let's show it to Natsuki first, since we were spending time with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's get start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Ugh.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Oh,
Hello? Hello?
well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, I guess it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like, and you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Oh,
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
oh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announce it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you've never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Ugh, fine. Guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Alright, let's see. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Oh, cute!
Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Women are nice. Women are nice. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like this?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
Hello, Melissa. Hi.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's show Monica. Hi, Stella. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway. Your name is Ash, you're on your sister's account? Oh, hello, Ash. My name is Stella, and actually, I'm like the secondary person in the channel. The main person is a Shezi, who's also an Ash, so that's pretty cool. But hi, I'm Stella. We're doing a little thing for October. It's called Stellaween. Most of this month, whenever I'm streaming, it's gonna be a sort of like horror-ish game, and my appearance is gonna change every stream, so it's fun.
nice. Yeah, really fun. Really fun. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Stella. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. You're a girl? I mean, I kind of figured. But good. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Stella. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yup. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Huh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes, they're only a few lines long. Hear me out on Monica? I mean, she is pretty hot. Look at her. I'm kind of sad that she's not an option, though. I kind of would have gone for her. But I think we're gonna focus on Natsuki, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. This is the beginning of the game, so... They might even feel like they're written for kids, but... if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. But you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't try to force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, so many siblings. The most siblings I have are, let me see. I have 5 siblings. I have 5 other siblings. One of them being my twin. Do 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 do. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not that very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, long. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, is looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Bless you. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not.
I just need to put my thoughts into words.
Hold on.
Okay.
This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her head in her hands.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere.
It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result in that style, in that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened?
Oh, brother! The nerd emoji talking to me right now.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How? Oh, shoot. Oops. I muted because I was... Okay, never mind. Oopsie. What I was saying was... I forgot that I muted myself. I was drinking some water, but I didn't realize that my character had like a little idle animation. My little avatar. Because I've never used this one before. So I'm like, oh shoot, I've never seen this. Because I covered up like my camera so I could drink water, or else it would like frizz out. And just like, it started going on its own, and I was just like, oh shoot, look, hold on. She's doing that all on her own. I didn't even know she could. Alright. What if I just... I don't know. What if I just stood next to her? Just... What's she gonna do, huh? What's she gonna do? I'm right next to her. I shouldn't be talking to people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh, I'm in the way. You know what? I shall now stand here for the duration of... until I feel bored. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Wow! That's very... Wow! That's very... Wow! Cool, Dayo! I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all! I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Stella. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really.
Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'll be counting on you.
Last person we have to talk to is Sayori. Why are there so many people I have to talk to? This is a good poem, Stella. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of girl who would be writing poems in their spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Stella. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only real good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then. I did one Roblox stream before. So I do have one, but I just don't play it. I only played it for a stream. It was the Dress to Impress, because everyone was playing it. So I played that, but I don't really like playing Roblox much. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I like how you say Roblox hasn't been the same since they added a lot of ads. I've never once, touched Roblox until that point, so I don't know. I've never been interested in Roblox. I always thought it was a dumb game, and I still do. But a lot of people play it, so you know. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess that's everyone. Finally! I glance around the room. That was a lot more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their expected poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something else.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Stella did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Stella liked my poem too, you know. She even told me she was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Stella appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Stella started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if I was just noticed I was standing there. Stella! She's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Stella.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey the complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Stella?
Well?
How did I get dragged in this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. I don't want to pick between the two. Both of them have a good, like, side. I mean, I guess I can ask for Sayori's help, but... The main character is right. I would get points with Natsuki if I did Natsuki. Decisions. I really don't want to go in between those two. You know what? This is a dating sim. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go after Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Haha. Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yay! Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so.
Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Stella. Sheesh. The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
When everyone stops staring at me...
Surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori? I'll go make some tea.
I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Stella. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monika.
About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Stella, how about you?
I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned your lessons from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I could at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Stella, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier?
Eh?
What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew! You know, Stella, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Well, thanks for thinking my voice is cute. Alright, pink. Skipping. Candy. Parfait. Promise, never mind. Sparkle, never mind. Let's see, Doki Doki. Strawberry. Bubbles. Not ribbon. Lipstick. Sweet. No! Ah! Do 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 do. There we go. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hey, Stella. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to you being in club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest thing with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money and so that I can lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And still that only leaves with the one option. Ah! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't realize that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Stella to let me borrow some money. Don't let me get involved in that, Sayori. Besides, you can only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Have you guys ever tried foreign foods? I guess. I'd say foreign foods, mostly because, like, in America, it's more accessible to get foods from different cultures, you know? I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Welcome back, but you don't have to announce every time you leave and come back into chat, Melissa. Just a little thing, because if you're doing it constantly, you don't really have to keep saying it. Goodbye. Goodbye, Sayori. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. Why would it sound? That doesn't sound like a slur at all. Patchwork, please. I'm not much of a soup person, though. Me and Ashozi both. I don't really eat much soup, so I probably wouldn't try it. I'm very picky with the soup that I eat. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Flop. Ah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Pizza doesn't have to be, like, healthy. Actually, pizza can be healthy. Patchwork. I think anything can be healthy, as long as it's in moderation, you know? You can have, like, a slice of pizza. And also, like, if you're thinking of a greasy pizza, yeah, that's not healthy. But, like, actually, like, authentic pizza, that's pretty healthy. Now, if you said, like, McDonald's cheeseburger, yeah, definitely not healthy. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
Ha 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 ha.
You could steam pizza, add some. Well, no, not like steam. Because have you ever seen like normal, like Italian pizza? Because it's just like bread, and then like you have like the layer of marinara and some mozzarella around. If you've ever seen like a true like Italian pizza, like a lot of like Americans don't really like. Well, at least Americans I've spoken to are just like, that's not real pizza, but like it is. Like, pizza can be very healthy, especially if you make it from scratch. You don't have to steam it or add fresh ingredients and stuff. Stone surfaces, yeah, kinda. But like, you know, the normal, like, the way pizza was originally. Like true Italian pizza. Not like greasy Little Caesars pizza. That's what I meant.
I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though.
Natsuki!
That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri reverently tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good. Oh, but my tongue. You're going to go through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine.
Still, I'm happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayuri gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her.
Jeez! I get it!
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouth full, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri... Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Yeah, that's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I just hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh?
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also like to look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Stella. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know?
I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know.
That's true. I don't blame you.
Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay?
Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow.
So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget.
The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found...
Monica!
Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf.
Did you move my manga again?
Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga.
Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all of these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf?
Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you.
I can get them myself.
Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it.
I think I'm too short or something. I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me.
Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because it's a collapsible design. Careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf.
See? Yeah!
The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly.
There!
Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bear boxes like that. I can reach them, so just...
I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay?
Sigh.
I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on.
Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet.
Let's see.
The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet.
Aha!
Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
Whoosh.
Natsuki climbs into the chair, then slowly balances on her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat on I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch.
Aha! There we go! See? I can easily do it now.
Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below.
Whoa!
The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf.
What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing?
Who was it who told me to not help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Cringe! Ugh. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. When she realizes I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf.
Ugh, heavy. Hey Stella, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one.
Then I have to let go of the chair.
That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up.
Alright, let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair.
What do you mean, stand up?
Natsuki looks down at me.
Why are you all the way back?
Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box.
What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my...
Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box.
You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out!
But...
I'll do it myself!
The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki!
Yeah!
The scene turns into a chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Oh. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as she lands straight into my chest. Ugh. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her.
Gross! Gross!
Ugh. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet.
What were you thinking, you sicko?
Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in.
Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez.
Sorry.
Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy.
I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook.
Oh no! My...
I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all around. There's a huge diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. I must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up, slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you...
No!
Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine.
Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head.
Just every day it's so hard. I just want to come to the club and...
Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And then I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Ah, I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. I'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers.
You're really nice to me.
Eh? It sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of the books from the top shelf. Alright. That should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze.
Thanks.
It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready.
Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up.
If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time as I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp and making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Oh my gosh, this game is longer than I thought it would be. I'm gonna save.
Holy... Hello, Sakura. Hi.
How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I think this is a good stopping point for me. Getting very tired. I didn't think this game would be this long. I'm not gonna lie. It's already been 2 hours. My throat's dying. Alright. I think we'll continue this game next week. Hopefully next week we can get more into the game. That'd be great. Alright. I'm kind of sad we didn't finish it in one stream, but... but we tried. Alright. Let's head back over to the piano room, okay? Oh, and for those of you who don't know, once we leave the game room where the chat is displayed, chat will be gone from me. So, sorry about that. Full game is about 7 hours. I was gonna take me a while to do then. This looks like it'll be a 3-streamed game. So maybe 2 more streams and we'll finish it? Alright, let's head over to piano room. Alright. We're back here again. I'm kind of sad that we didn't finish it, though. But this is a cute little place.
So, you didn't finish this nightmare, but that is okay. It's a long game, so it's to be expected, you know?
I guess so, ominous voice.
Now, I think you should head back to sleep. Once you go back to sleep, remember that tomorrow you'll be able to leave this realm.
Oh, thank goodness, I get to leave this realm finally. I don't want to be here all the time.
Do you not like the realm? Do you not like it? I made it so nice and cozy. Look at how beautiful it is.
Yeah, nice and cozy if you think it's, you know... If you like depressing looking areas, and the place isn't even clean, the lighting's not working that good. It's kind of musty in here, not gonna lie.
Okay, I get it. Alright, go back to your room now.
Fine, you're being a little... Oh, whoopsie. You're being a little bossy. You're being a little bossy, Mr. Voice, but it's okay. Let's keep going. We're back in the room. This is where I'm going to rest.
For those new viewers, Stella is doing an important mission. The mission is helping people's nightmares turn back into dreams by playing different nightmares. Right now we're currently on Doki Literature Nightmare. This may take longer than suggested. Every time that Stella enters a new nightmare, appearance changes based on the setting. So she will not look like this again, only for the Doki Literature Club players. Tomorrow, Stella will be leaving the mansion, however, and continuing on with Ace Attorney. So, if you like gay lawyers, you should definitely come in, check it out. She will be using her normal model for that stream. So, I will now let it go back over to Stella.
Looks like Mysterious Voice is gone, but that's okay. As he said before, I will see you guys with my normal model over tomorrow for some more Ace Attorney. So if you like Ace Attorney, you should definitely come out and stick around. Yeah! This October is pretty fun. I'm gonna go rest now. I gotta go back to sleep so I can leave this dreamscape. But I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!